Hello and welcome to the Redchair production show Ticklist. I'm your host, Cameron, and beside me I've got
Nathan. And today we've got three of the four guests we've got. We've got Will Lloyd and Michael and Fraser.
Yeah, first we were talking to Will about your documentary that you've done. Now, Will, your documentary is about either living in the city or living in the countryside. Can you just run us through, why you chose that topic and, what it meant to you?
I mainly chose the topic because it was already I was curious about it in the first place because I've always lived in a village. It's a very quiet atmosphere, but I've always gone to school and gone to college to towns and cities. I always wondered what it's like to actually live there and not have to commute from a village to a city.
So you live in the village?
Yeah.
So you're just curious what it lives like in the city.
So after doing the documentary and getting two different kind of standpoints, what do where do you prefer?
To be honest, I think I still prefer to live in a village, mainly because you get more peace. It's harder to get around to cities and more populated areas where there's more to do. But it's just be able to come home and relax to not busy in traffic and just have a clear mind.
Silence of it.
So even after just filming a smaller part for the city, you feel that you've had enough.
Yeah.
After filming that bit.
Yeah,
that's fair enough. That's fair enough. So kind of getting a feel of the city life and the village life, and we'll see in the documentary what are the main differences between.
I'd say one of the main differences is how you grow up and the way you're raised, what you're more careful of. When you live in a village, your parents are probably more comfortable to let you go out on your own, go see friends or go to the shop, the local shop. Whereas if you live in a city or a more busy town, you wouldn't be allowed to go outside alone. Be a lot more strict. It's a lot less, I'd say, relaxed way to grow up.
So it's just safer, really?
Yeah, safer in a village.
So did you find that there was a difference in growing up mostly?
Yeah, it's the sort of person you grow up to be.
Oh, so it affects you as you mature?
Yeah, as you'd have less confidence or maybe more confidence if you lived in a city.
Did you find any other differences in living in a city quickly?
I'm not sure actually. Not that come to mind.
Was it just growing up?
Yeah, just growing up.
I mean, that's pretty unique find. I think that's
it's
cool.
very important growing up. We're just going to show a quick VT of your documentary to give everyone a sort of grasp of what it's about.
Yeah, well, it's good.
Enjoy.
Check it out.
There's a lot of space, you can pretty much do what you want, within the law. And there's you can take your dogs for a walk and there's fields and stuff, which is a great photo opportunity.
And welcome back. That was just a quick video of Bill's documentary.
One question I'd like to know is when filming it or coming up with the idea, did you kind of have a narrative for it, or was it more of a visual thing that you wanted to capture?
I definitely wanted it to be a visual thing because I feel the visual aspect of living where you want to live is quite important because one of the most common things I hear when people are looking to move house is what it looks like, what the area is like, whether or not it's busy or kind of maybe a bit shady. You don't like the people around there. Everyone seems a bit dodgy, but whether in a village more kind of cold, more old people that are more kind of just settled in and comfortable. And there's just kind of very different visual aspects that different people like to live in.
Yeah. Now I actually forgot I was in your documentary.
Made a cameo appearance.
Yeah.
I like.
Now I remember being filmed, but did you have any difficulties filming outside?
Yeah, I had a few challenges. One of the main ones was the battery of the camera I got. They would keep draining in seconds. One of the shots in that clip was actually when it zoomed in on the basket of fruit. That's the entire clip. I didn't cut that at all.
I mean, we can take a look at that, see what's going on with that. I'd like to see that.
Yeah. Enjoy.
Here's the VT.
More traffic than in a village, say there's a lot more people, there's a lot more going on, there's always like stuff going on, there's always something, there's quite often sirens, and I can hear the train station from my house, and there's just always something going on, there's always something happening, it's never peaceful.
And welcome back. We've just saw another clip of Will's documentary about the comparison of city life and the rural life. Fraser and Michael, what's your kind of take on the two different sides of life?
I've always lived in a town, but in the countryside, so it's kind of a mix. But I think I'd prefer living in a town, for sure, definitely.
Yeah, I've grown up in the countryside and I only moved to a bigger town very recently, so
you live in a quite small city.
I do live in a quite small city, but
yeah.
So it's pretty much a town.
Yeah, it's pretty much a town. It's nearly a village with just more shops.
It's great that you've shown that, and thank you very much for coming on and bringing your documentary.
We're going to talk to Michael and Fraser about their music video, Arctic Monkeys, I Want to Be Yours. Yep. We're just going to show a quick clip of that. Yeah, just released. Enjoy, guys.
Check this out.
Vacuum cleaner, breathing in your dust. I wanna be a Ford Cortina, I will never rust. If you like your coffee hot, let me be a coffee pot. You call the shots, babe.
Hello and welcome back. We've got Luke here. We're going to talk about his documentary in a second. But first, we're just going to talk about your music video.
Watching that, it's got a very dramatic and dark tone. What was the kind of challenge in finding the narrative for that?
First we had to find the song. So after we found the song, we had to find a narrative around that. And it kind of just fell into place quite easily. It just didn't really take much thinking, to be honest.
When we found the song, we kind of tried to follow the lyrics and just tried to make a film for the lyrics. Just like.
Did you try and relate that to the Arctic Monkeys?
Yeah, we tried to relate it to their style. That's why we did the black and white. That was just very inspired by them and their other work.
Okay. Would you say the video is a success in general?
Overall, probably, yeah.
I've had positive feedback on it, and it's just everyone seems to have liked it.
Is there anything you'd change about the video?
There's a few bits which, like the framing isn't amazing, and some of the shots could have been changed, but other than that, nothing really, no.
Why did you choose that song, or like specific genre of music?
We're just both into like that kind of music, both into like the Arctic Monkeys, so
yeah, they're quite big right now.
Yeah.
So that was like a real mutual agreement.
A style we're familiar with and the band we like, so we can easily get on with their work and
we're just going to show another video.
A video of it.
Yeah. So just to show people more. Enjoy people.
Secrets I have held in my heart are harder to hide than I thought. Maybe I just wanna be yours. I wanna be yours. I wanna be yours. Wanna be yours. Wanna be yours. Wanna be yours.
And welcome back. That's the second small clip we've seen of the music video.
Yeah, very good, guys. Now, Luke, quickly, what do you think of their music video?
Oh, well, their music video, I think it's fantastic.
Yeah,
You know, I'm
thank
sure
you.
I've told you guys before
Yeah.
that I think it's great. You know,
Thank
the
you.
style and the tone that you had
Yeah.
on it, and you know the colouring and everything about it. I just
Thank
thought it
you
was
very
great.
much.
Are you a
So-
fan of the Arctic Monkeys yourself?
Not necessarily, but that song, in
fair,
that, I
that's
mean,
fair.
I can't say I've heard it before, but it's really good. I might
It
get
blends
into them.
really well.
Now,
Yeah.
you did something cool with the tyres in that video when it sped off. That's quite interesting. How'd you do that?
Luck.
Yeah.
So that was like a real on the
Yeah.
day.
Well,
come up with
we
the
wanted
idea
a
and
shot
do
of
it.
the wheels, like the kind of like a starting shot,
Mhm.
and the smoke just worked perfectly.
Yeah,
just
it's
awesome.
it was all down to
Bit of
luck.
luck.
So it's-
Yeah.
You could say it's kind of an accidental,
Yeah.
thing.
Success.
Also,
It was an
like I
accident.
did hear a
Success.
rumor that on set one of the crew members did
Yeah.
Something
Did
to
have
the
it-
vehicle, yeah.
Our director
I heard that as well.
did
have
have
a tricky
small
time with
accident.
parking.
What happened
He
there?
did.
One of our director
You
Went
always
in-
want that guy in charge. That's cool.
went into pull into a space and hit a bit of a pillar.
Pulled him too close and hit a
And,
support pillar.
Yeah.
So there was sacrifice in the making
There
of
was-
this
there was a
music video.
sacrifice.
Now, talking about some people who shouldn't drive, your documentary is about driverless cars, isn't
Yeah,
it?
so smooth there, guys. It's fantastic.
It's gotta be
yeah,
done.
it is. Yeah,
You know it.
I planned that for like a good 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were ready. We
yeah,
were ready.
fantastic. Yeah.
Now, can you just give us sort of the rundown of your documentary?
Well, the documentary is about driverless cars, what they may be like in the future, what's being developed now, what was developed in the past, and most importantly, what people think of them, like normal people in the world.
Was that your goal of the documentary?
Yeah, it's one of the things. It's basically to inform about driverless cars and about how other people feel about them, and it's basically to help like the people watching, the audience, inform their own opinions. You see what I mean?
How go back to you guys? How would you feel about driverless cars? Seeing as how in the music video, you've got it's kind of a prominent
Yeah.
feature at the beginning. It wouldn't really feel the same if
No.
you had no one behind the wheel.
I think it's the way the technology's
Yeah,
going.
it is.
But I enjoy driving.
I would say I enjoy driving and
That's
stuff.
fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
I mean-
one of the,
I'm guessing that's you've got a lot of viewpoints
yeah.
discussing.
The documentary is mainly to start a conversation, which is
Yeah.
a good goal of a documentary.
Yeah, it's one of the main points of it. Yeah, just to let people know that it is a thing, because you'd be surprised how many people like don't know about driverless cars.
So
You know, at
a
all.
lot of people have been educated through
Yeah.
showing this to
Well, hopefully,
different ranges of
yeah.
people. That's respected.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
We're just going to show
Thank you.
a quick
That's
video about your documentary.
Okay,
No, to advertise it.
fantastic.
Enjoy.
Would you feel safe with driverless cars on the road? I think we'll come to you first, Danny.
I think so. There's a lot worse things on the road, i.e. other drivers. I think a driverless car is the way forward. So I don't see anything wrong with that.
Right.
Yeah.
What do you think, Barry?
Pretty much the same. I think I wouldn't like to have a driverless car. I enjoy driving, but I don't see any reason why they shouldn't be on the road. In fact, I think in some cases they could be a positive boon for people.
Danny, do you think, would you feel any empathy at all towards drivers like lorry drivers and cabbies and bus drivers who could lose their jobs if driverless cars came around?
Hi guys, that's the second VT we've seen.
Now, Luke,
Yeah.
why did you do this documentary on driverless cars? Obviously, it was to educate people.
Yeah.
But when did you first get this interest?
Well, it's something I found out about a fair while ago, from the news and things like that. I just thought it'd be an interesting thing to go for. This documentary, an interesting thing, because not a lot of people know about it, and there is people who do have an interest in it. So you got both ends.
So
Yeah.
did you have a kind of preconceived notion about driverless cars, and did you have your own opinion before making it, or did yours kind of form throughout making it?
Yeah, I mean, I have my opinion has reformed while making it and after, but my opinion beforehand was almost definitely against driverless cars.
You
Because,
were a
you
car
know-
person yourself.
Sorry?
You were a car person yourself.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, I like cars and I like driving, and and I feel like it's not something that should be taken away from people. But yet again, there are a lot of drivers on the road who
Yeah.
really shouldn't be.
Yeah.
And see, that's the other side of the argument. It's about they can hold up people in their days, do
So obviously,
anything like
it would be safer without driverless cars, but you can't take away the experience of learning how to drive. Because it's very important. For
One thing I
character.
would say is learning to drive is an expensive
that's another good
business,
point.
and driverless cars seems to be a way in which people can get around without kind of learning. But then again, you've kind of got the argument with depriving people of learning how to drive. Would you say that the process to, I mean, because it spurs questions like, would you need people definitely in the car to monitor? How would you know it's safe? Things like that.
Yeah, I mean, they have got systems where people can take over from the driverless car at any time. That's probably what will come about in the end. But, you know, it's just on whether people want to give over even that part of their freedom to a machine. Because a lot of people say that when you get your first car, it's when you get your first freedom. You know, you can go anywhere you like.
Robots happening sooner than you think.
I mean, again, looking at the VT and stuff, you've got points of view from different age ranges. And from what I know as well, was it more of a majority vote against, with say, older people?
Oh yeah, from what I've seen and in doing the documentary, it seems that about 1 in 10 people would like driverless cars, but the other 9.
All right, we're just going to show another clip of your documentary.
Fantastic.
So enjoy that.
Yeah, great.
They had a lot to say. Now let's hear a bit more about how driverless cars actually look.
What you're seeing here is how the world looks from the view of a driverless car. This is what the computer sees as the car drives around. There are 3 main types of technology used in driverless cars. The first was conceived in the 50s when it was believed that we may all be transported in driverless cars guided by magnets in the road. This, however, is not seen as a viable option today.
Now, that was very interesting, Luke.
Magnets, mental. It's insane.
Now, do you guys have any other projects coming up?
Well, we've recently done obviously music videos.
We've recently worked on a Foley project, which is just adding the sounds back into a clip.
So you chose the clip?
Yeah, we chose the clip and we just recorded some sounds, got some sounds, and just put them in and just remade all the audio for the clip.
That must have been pretty intense.
It's kind of, there's a lot of work involved
Pretty cool,
in
because
that.
people do that in real films.
Yeah, that's how films are made. But
yeah, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
What about you, Luke? Have you got anything kind of in the works?
Yeah, well, I've got that Foley project and a music video. If you don't mind me asking, guys, what films did you use for your clips? What clips did you get?
I used the Hercules film with the rock in.
Oh,
The more recent one,
I used a clip from Green Street, which is a football-based film.
It's pretty cool, guys.
Just interests me to see what.
We're going to have to end the show now.
That's where we're off.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, fantastic.
So thank you to
we'd like
CRC.
Thank you guys for coming
thank
on.
you guys. We'd also like to thank the makeup artist quite quickly. You see the names? It's
we got Lucy Annette's makeup
and Molly. What is it?
Molly Milsom with an M at the end.
At both.
It's insane.
Yeah. Follow them on Instagram.
Check this out.
So thank you for watching, guys.
There's an at before that as well.
Yeah.
I'm sure you remember that. You guys better find.
And an M at the end.
Yeah. But again, thank you so much for being on the show, and I hope that
it goes well for you guys.
And show off some other projects that you do in the future.
Make sure to check out their work.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.